Thank you for listening to the following Playboy Radio podcast. For more shows, behind-the-scenes content, and all access to Playboy Radio shows and on-demand library, please go to playboyradio.com and become a member. Thanks again for listening. Enjoy the show.
playboyradio.com.
playboyradio.com.
The show Undercover. Pull back the layers on everything. The host, Susie McCoppin, Playboy columnist, international journalist, and naturally curious. And now, still awake from last night. This is Undercover with Susie McCoppin.
I always call out my insomnia like that. Yes, I am still awake from last night. Good morning, campers. This is, in fact, Miss Susie McCoppin with Susie McCoppin Undercover right here on PlayboyRadio.com. To my right is the illustrious, fantastic Mr. J. Chris Newberg. Okay, so you're a comedian in L.A., LA-based comedian.
I am.
Okay, tell us about yourself.
Well, briefly started in Chicago at Second City, and I've been in Los Angeles for a while. I do stuff at the Comedy Central stage, and my primary focus is YouTube.
Oh.
You can find 50 or 60 of my solo videos up on YouTube. Matt K, K-A-Y-E.
Solo videos. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, that sounds like, suggestive, doesn't it?
Yeah,
solo
like
videos.
Like a masturbatorial kind of thing.
Comedically, they are.
Okay. So, and you have a lot of viewers?
A lot of... No.
Like 4.
More than 4, less than 4 million. I'm in that middle ground.
Oh, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Less than 4 million. That's
yeah.
That's not impressive.
It's a big... That's a big...
So if you have 1 million views, that's like, eh.
No, that would actually be a lot.
That's
it's less
good,
than 1
right?
million also. Yeah, that would be great.
What about you? What's your highest, J. Chris Newberg?
My highest video view on my channel? Mm-hmm. 7 million for my
7 million?
On one video.
Drunk Girl?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Am I in
Nice.
that? I think you might be.
7 million?
Yeah, there was like 7 million
That's
views.
fantastic.
It was cool, but I got
That's
no money
awesome.
for it because I didn't own any of those pictures.
Oh,
I know. Ball sack sandwich.
Ball sack sandwich. Balls behind your ears. Mine, I think I got a $1 on something humiliating I did for Playboy.
Nice.
So that's something.
Yeah.
All right.
Do we get details?
What was it for Playboy that really... Oh, you know what it was? It was a guy cutting up an Ed Hardy shirt on me and a playmate, Kayla Collins.
I was there. I was there.
Oh, you were there?
I was there.
We got a lot of hits for that one.
Because of
Nice.
Kayla or because of the shirt?
I guess because of Kayla, but also just the shirt. Like it was, he put an Ed Hardy shirt on us and then just sliced it up and turned it into like a string bikini. It was kind of interesting.
Nice.
We did some pretty cool
Albeit
videos.
douchebaggy.
Do you remember my favorite video that you and I did was the one where you and I stole Kayla Collins' dog and we kidnapped her and she didn't have a dog? And then we were like, whose fucking dog is this?
Yeah, that's true.
That was great.
Shouldn't give a shit.
That was a great video.
I like the one where Caitlin was dating a douchebag.
Yeah, and I was the actual douchebag.
Yeah, totally.
The box.
Yeah, we had her, and we're like, it's awful. She's dating this total douche. We can't stand him. And then it was she was like snuggling with a douche box, and then he was the voice.
Douche on a box.
What?
Douche on a box.
Douche on a box. Yeah, and he was he was the
I
voice.
was the voice. That was
Yeah.
fun.
Nice.
I like the one where we did with Tila Tequila, and I
Oh,
tried to put it on Instagram, and they canceled my account for a day.
Why?
Because there was it was genitalia.
It was not genitalia.
It was
boobatalia.
Well, there was fur on it.
Fur on it?
Yeah, there was like Ready for the World afro coming out of the sides of the balls.
Ready for the World, is that a reference to the band?
Yeah.
Let me love you down.
Oh, Sheila.
Let me love you till the morning comes. We're not supposed to do that on Playboy Radio, but something tells me After the World is not listening to the show.
Okay. Well, I don't think a lot of people are going to come after you from Flint, Michigan for the Ready for the World reference.
Are they from Flint?
Yeah.
No way.
I know a lot of stuff about music.
Yeah, you really do. So do I.
I know.
I think you win, though.
No, you do.
Oh,
Always.
hold me.
All right.
All right, let's bring our next guest. This is a young man who is a very, very prolific LA-based paparazzo, and he worked for TMZ forever, and he's broken lots of stories, and he got sand thrown in his eyes by Lindsay Lohan, and he's also a rapper on the side. That is a rapper not to be mistaken with rapist. And we're going to bring him in right now, Mr. Garry Sun.
What up?
Yeah, holla. What's up? No, you're over here.
Nice.
Take the couch.
Oh, all right.
Gary, you're so egotistical. He goes right for Chris's seat. He was going to go sit in Chris's lap and take over.
Am I on?
I don't know.
Hear me?
I can hear you. Can you guys hear him?
Can everybody hear me right now?
Yeah. When you rock the mic, you rock the mic right.
I rock the mic right, always.
Choke it up. Choke
All
up.
night, all day.
Yeah. All right. What do you have to say for yourself?
I have to say good morning
I like it. That's a strong opener.
Yeah, usually around these times, I don't even leave my house.
That's awesome.
It's like vampire time hours for me right now.
Oh, because you still you still do the night shift.
I mean, I work all night, and then with all the things that I have to deal with, like I end up, even when I get home at like 2 or 3, I'm up until like 7, 8, or 9 just dealing with everything. Not only am I out there in the field, like, working events or, music videos or whatever. I have my website, sonofhollywood.com. That's SUN, like the sun in the sky. But I'm also doing a lot of PR for people, you know what I'm saying? So dealing with all of that, dealing with media outlets, it's a painstaking, time-costly process.
So what do you think about the fact that media, meaning paparazzi and reporters, are so maligned, especially in Los Angeles? Like, I always say you're better off being a pedophile than a paparazzo in LA. What do you think about that?
It's true. There's a lot of scum buckets out there.
There's a lot of scum buckets
out there.
Okay.
But the problem is that paparazzi is actually a scapegoat.
Yeah,
because
I agree.
They're the only people that are visible, that are actually out of all the people that are pushing the button. So you got these paps out here that are taking pictures and video, but then they go directly to the companies that everybody's website they visit every day. They end up on E! Entertainment, TMZ, E! Online.
And it's a massive circle of hypocrisy. This is one of my favorite stories that I have from, because I was an entertainment reporter for years. So it was when Britney Spears gave birth, and we were all at Cedars-Sinai. You were there.
Yes.
Right? And this old woman comes up to us to scold us, and she's waving a magazine at us, and she says, "Why don't you leave these people alone?" And it happened to be an Us magazine.
And she bought that shit.
And she cracked it open as she's walking away.
Yeah.
Which is, she didn't even realize the irony.
Yeah.
But how very profound.
And then I mean, if you really look at it, like, you got these execs that are making millions of dollars to invade these people's lives, and they're giving these photographers and media people like a small fraction of the cut. You know what I'm saying? So who's the bigger culprit? You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's a total pap smear.
Hey, now.
It's like mafia. You guys are like the foot soldiers, and like the Corleones are kicking back and making all the money, and you guys are out pushing buttons on people.
Behind closed doors.
But here's let me just make a very salient point. In the mafia, they murder people. In
media, they murder characters.
They don't, though. I mean, they do and they don't. Okay.
They do.
Jennifer Aniston makes $20 million a movie, right?
Right.
Lisa Kudrow makes $4 a movie. Why is that? It's because of the media. It's because you keep her in the spotlight. So
it's also because she was dating Brad Pitt, and Brad Pitt left her for Angelina Jolie.
But that's the reason. But that's the reason that you guys cover her.
Right.
That's the reason you guys cover her, it's because of you. That's why she's visible. That's why she's
of course. It's that controversial subject matter around her personal life that makes her considered to be newsworthy.
Right. But so without you, she would be making $4 a movie. So why are you so maligned?
I wouldn't say she would be making $4. She would still be making money. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
but the fact is that she could be like not. I mean, let's face the facts. Jennifer Aniston is not known for box office smashes.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? And then not only that, but she's like really only appearing in a movie every 1 or 2 years. But that's what keeps people talking about her. You know what I'm saying? That's what it continues the interest.
But Bruce Almighty was huge.
That's true.
That is true.
That was a long time ago, man.
Yeah.
I'm just putting one point on the board for my lady Jennifer.
Bruce Almighty was made before God was made.
She was great, and what is it? We Are the Millers.
We're the Millers.
She's awesome.
I know the dude who wrote that.
She's charming.
He wrote We Are the Millers and Wedding Crashers and stuff. And,
oh, really?
Yeah.
What's his name?
I forgot.
Kevin.
That dude.
Yeah,
Kevin.
Friend of a friend.
Okay. So what's the biggest story? Oh, didn't you get attacked by? Oh, that wasn't you. But one of our friends was recently attacked by Paris Hilton.
No.
Billy.
Yeah, Billy. Yeah. Exactly. She jumped on his back.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
She jumped on his back?
Yeah, because he took a picture of her.
Well, he allegedly claims he filmed some shenanigans in a parking lot, and she didn't like that. So
right. Well, that's true.
I'm not going to talk about those shenanigans, so y'all don't get sued.
Okay, appreciate it.
I'll talk about them. I wasn't there.
Shenanigans. What does shenanigans mean?
So here's the story. Here's what happened. So Billy was in the parking lot, and Paris Hilton was in a car with this other dude, and someone in a frog costume.
Right.
Okay, because a lot of people don't know this.
That was Brandon Davis.
Yeah, but he's a furry. So they dress up like animals.
But if you're a furry, why go amphibian? There's no fur.
No, but it's got the same fur sound.
That's true.
Because maybe he thought it was maybe he thought it was an amphibian.
Oh, which is a whole subset.
And so
really catching on.
So she was playing Boggle.
Right.
And he took pictures. She was playing Boggle. He took pictures, and then it messed up her Boggle run because she was on a streak.
Yeah, she was crushing.
She was crushing.
Boggled mine.
So she jumped out, pulled a knife on him, stabbed him.
Because she carries a knife in the event that somebody fucks up her Boggle game.
She stabbed him. He almost died.
Right.
Paris Hilton stabbed someone, allegedly.
But then she jumped on his back.
Right. She jumped on his back to stop the bleeding.
At which point the frog...
To stop the bleeding.
Right, exactly, because you have to apply pressure.
Right.
He applied 200 pounds of pressure.
Right. And so she jumped on the back to apply, pressure to stop the bleeding. And then the frog moved in and out through traffic in an ironic way to represent another 80s reference.
Frogger.
Damn.
Boom.
That's what happened.
All right. So, Garry, what's a big story that you've broken or something that you want to share?
I mean, I just deal with a lot of stuff. I really can't really talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Because
you can't tell me a story from 5 years ago.
I mean,
shoot.
I deal with stuff that if I talked about it right now, it could potentially harm my life. You know what I'm saying? So
Garry. You guys, that's so funny. Garry was the one that brought Tila Tequila to the house when we were the boobs.
Yes, I remember that.
So you guys met.
Yeah,
that's an unfortunate situation, a part of my past I wish I could take back.
Garry took down Tila Tequila is what that means.
Yeah. And she's an evil person.
She is a dark force.
Did she try to commit suicide?
Yes, I witnessed her literally, she's a self-cutter, a mutilator, and a harmer. This is what a lot of people don't know. So let me go ahead and talk about this real quick. I don't want to talk about it too much because it's a very hurtful part of my past, but she's a very troubled, disturbed, drug-addicted individual who's a pathological liar. It's very possible that she is, in fact, responsible for Casey Johnson's death. She was in L.A. when she told the police that she wasn't in L.A. during that time. And just so you know, Robert Kardashian, Kim Kardashian's brother, Kourtney Kardashian's brother, he was on a plane with Tila leaving Los Angeles on New Year's Eve of 2010. So basically December 31st, 2009. So he saw her on a plane leaving Los Angeles.
Right.
Okay. Casey's body was discovered 5 days later, and they said she's been dead for 4 or 5 days. Huh. And then she tells the LAPD, I was in Houston, Texas the whole time visiting my family. No, she went to Houston, Texas, then she went back to LA on December 27th. And then she left LA on December 31st. So there's this mysterious 4-day period where she was in Los Angeles that nobody knows about.
Ooh, it's like the
Bermuda
Bermuda
Triangle. And she lied to the
Triangle.
LAPD, and the LAPD believed her. I've watched her lie to LAPD. I've watched her lie to judges. I've seen her lie on court documents. You know what I'm saying? I watched her cut her own arm. She sliced up her arm 20 times.
Wow.
She's so disturbed. She took pictures of it and video of it, put it on her website to get traffic.
Whoa.
The next thing you know, all
That's
the fans
devotion.
are like, yo, she tried to kill herself, so they called the police. Police sent a welfare check.
Wow.
I'm at her house that day. I saw the whole thing. She threw a fit. She was broke at the time. She was negotiating her sex tape with Vivid Entertainment that she wanted to tell everybody that it was a leaked tape that she had nothing to do with. No, this was an actual production with Vivid Entertainment. She signed a contract for $450,000.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? She was
Who
supposed to
who was the guy in it?
I don't know the guy. Some creepy guy with a creepy
Rex.
voice. You know what I'm saying?
Who?
Rex.
So when she and I
It
were
was
together,
Bruce.
I'm sitting here, I'm trying to tell her, don't do this, you don't need to do this, la la la. I'm trying to get her a TV deal with NBC Universal. We were really close, and then as soon as she signed the deal, NBC Universal was like, yeah, we can't even touch it no more. You know what I'm saying?
Is that right?
Yeah, so F her. That's what she gets. You know what I'm saying? She chooses the dark side, you know?
Wow.
So I'm sitting here trying to tell her not to do it, la la la. When we break up, the next day she signs her contract with Steve Hirsch. So I don't find that as a coincidence. I believe that is God not wanting me to be involved with this shade ball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So she signs her contract with Vivid. A month later, the people in Vivid leak the information that she already did this porn production. That hits the news. She immediately thinks it's me. So to seek revenge after me, she tells the whole world that I'm this disgruntled employee who had a fatal attraction towards. I'm like, no, I lived with you for 4 months. I witnessed you're crazy. She went to 5150. Okay, so they put her at 5150 hold for 72 hours. We kept that whole thing a secret from the media. media. You know what I'm saying? And she had me go to her house, bring her long sleeve sweaters so that her arm could be covered up. So when she went to first of all, she went to Burbank Medical Center right over here. Okay, so she told when the police came on that welfare check, they came to the door with guns drawn, pulled me out the apartment. Where is she? I'm like, yo, she's downstairs. Yeah, it was crazy.
Whoa.
I'm like, she's downstairs. They go downstairs. She hides her drugs because she had got basically like 2 huge like freezer like storage Ziploc bags of pills from her drug dealer the night before for like 5 G's cash.
Okay.
So she hides all those pills. The cops go down. They see her. She tries to tell them that we got into a fight. And that she threw the lamp at me in defense. It hit the wall, shattered, and the glass is what cut up her arm. So they clearly knew that was a fabricated story. So as soon as she told them that story, they're like 5150. So they sent her to Burbank Medical Center. She told the 5150 rep at Burbank Medical Center the truth. Okay, so then they're like, okay, well, if that's the case, we need to put you on a 72-hour hold because it's not normal for people to be slicing up their left arm like that.
Yeah, you don't see that a lot.
Yeah, so they sent her to BHS Medical Center in Alhambra. She stayed there for 72 hours. She lied to the medical staff there. She hid her injuries. She tried to act like all she had was a little cut on her thumb, and so they let her go in 72 hours. You know what I'm saying? And she's a disturbed individual. She speaks in voices. She's our boy Carlton Jordan. She called him the N-word like 12 times in a row, telling him, you better get back to work, N-word.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She's a dirty,
really,
dirty person,
tall
dude.
Guy?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
You're thinking about Giles.
Oh, Giles.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
But anyhow, man, so she's out here now. She's doing her like. She just recently said that she's supposedly pregnant. Like, if you ask me, it's probably another publicity stunt because that's all she does is sit in her room on drugs.
So, yeah, because does anyone know?
On cough syrup, trying to figure out what to do to get people to talk about her today. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You know they took Scisrup off the market? Is that
they
what
sure did.
Scisrup.
The main company that makes that codeine.
That's a damn shame right there.
I had heard a totally different story. I heard it was an Illuminati theory that she had tried to
hold up. Let's get off the Illuminati thing because this girl is trying to act like she's like a truth, like she's like some truth seeker and trying to tell the world, oh, man, she don't know nothing about no Illuminati, first of all. She knows
You're
nothing.
a big conspiracy theorist.
I mean, I know a lot about the history of our world and the direction that it's going. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me speak it to you correctly like this.
Okay.
Death to the world and all around me. You could call me the king, won't want you to crown me. I know your past, know all your planning, and that's why my days are so demanding. Walk-in zombies gallivanting, all the while I see all these plans advancing. Wouldn't have to rap, but the truth I can't sing, but spit it to the face with my tongue lashing. Raised in the land of the couches casting, where every new hatchling's devout to bad things. Addicted to the sipping of the system's canteen. Wisdom will listen to the things this man's seen. Is he man, a machine, a galactic being, or the planet's vaccine? Answers E. Try all of the above, flying higher than the skirts in the Mile High Club. So I know a lot about the way this world. Thank you very much. Prophecy, sonofhollywood.com/music.
Yeah,
So,
just a poet.
I know a lot about this world. When we were together, I shared a lot of this information with her. So she did take the information that I shared with her, and she's trying to add to that. But like, don't sit here and try to lie to the people and act like you're some truth seeker when all you do is lie about people around you. You know what I'm saying? Like she lied to me about me to the public, to judges, to courts. Like, that's evil.
Well, yeah, but she's
like, that's
really
dark.
well,
she literally sent people to befriend me and act like Tila was terrorizing them because they were affiliated with me. So I'm sitting here trying to defend and protect who I think is an innocent victim, and it turns out she's Tila's homie getting paid the whole time to dupe me, to get fooled by and look stupid in front of the public.
What?
You know what I'm saying? So F her. Like, she's an evil person.
So then what would be your assessment of like her diagnosis?
Her diagnosis, she's a drug addict. She takes probably about at least 5 different prescription pills. Yo, I used to go to the CVS pharmacy by her house, okay? And I would have to refill this 60-day prescription after 17 days. And they're like, you do know we refilled this prescription like 17 days ago.
What kind of prescription?
She's definitely addicted to Xanax. She definitely takes a bunch of Ambien. She takes Lamictal. She takes, what else does she take? She takes, Suboxone. She, was taking,
so she's got to be bipolar.
Yeah, dude, if you ask me, she's demon possessed. If you ask me, like, she's like so, Like, you would literally hear her, and she would say some things like, what the hell did you just say? Like, what?
She's just like,
She
will
has
speak in
multiple-
tongues.
She's just psychotic.
Multiple personalities.
She's just psychotic. So anything that anybody who tries
what
to
about-
claim
what
any
about-
kind of validity about what she's talking about out here, she's just a psycho. She's just used, like, so she basically did this whole publicity stunt trying to pretend like she got, like, what, some overdose and an aneurysm or whatever, and then that she couldn't even speak. So why is it like 3 months later she came out, she's like totally normal? Because she was completely fine. There was no overdose. That was another publicity stunt. So while she had this supposed fake overdose, everyone's like, yo, maybe the Illuminati got to her. Maybe they got her with the mental death rate. No Illuminati cares about trying to get rid of her. You know what I'm saying? Like she's just a psychotic, lying-ass broad.
Who do you
know
think
what I mean?
is like one of the chief members of the Illuminati?
Are you trying to get me killed right now? Like, yo, I know too much. I can't talk about
I think
this.
this sounds like an awesome episode of Ghetto of Thrones.
I would tune in for that.
Hey,
one.
you know, there was a certain presidential figure who showed up at Ghetto of Thrones, so
Really? A certain
might be some reasoning behind that one.
Are we talking about the current? Are we talking?
You don't
about-
remember? There was a
Are you talking
certain
about James
presidential
Pope?
figure, and like his head showed up on a stick.
Oh,
Is that Clinton?
W.
George W. Oh, that makes sense.
W's head showed up on a stick.
What stick?
So, I don't know. Some Game of Thrones like
On a
they
stake?
beheaded him.
Oh,
Like,
on
they
a
took like
stake.
they took a W mask and they put it on a stick.
Is that
And
right?
I don't know why.
Well, because Hollywood's so liberal, right? I don't know.
That's not a good way to keep secrets.
That's true. All right, let's wrap this up. Okay, Chris, what are your closing arguments?
On what just happened,
Sure.
I thought it was. I just sat back and watched. That was impressive.
Yeah, it was
And
like-
it was intense. We definitely hit a buzzword.
That's true. Which is what?
Don't ever talk about a boob picture that doesn't go on Instagram with "Ready for the World" hair.
Never.
Ever,
Never.
ever. That will lead to some weird,
Be there
weird
forever.
shit.
Well, I've known that for some time.
Yeah,
And Garry was there too, so I think he gleaned the same lesson.
Yeah.
yeah,
Hopefully.
that's
You
true.
were talking about the boob stuffing coming out the sides. Is that what you're talking
Yeah, the boob stuffing looked like Jerry curl hair, and I'm sorry that I said the G word, America. But it's activator. I should have said is the politically correct.
I think that
term.
is the politically. No, that's what keeps the curl.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what lets your soul glow.
I know.
Okay.
So
Let your soul glow. What else did we talk about? Well, I had my disgruntled nephew on the show. Who
Tell the hooker.
Who did? Yeah, tell the hooker.
Yes.
We're all in agreement that you should tell the not tell the
Tell-
hooker,
you
but
should.
tell the girlfriend.
Kehlani wants to bang a magician.
That's true. If you could bang any magician, who would it be?
Oh, that's
David
a tough
Copperfield.
one. I
Yeah.
used to work
Yeah.
for David. Maybe,
Did you?
yeah, probably David.
I've heard a few stories about people who work for David.
Yeah, he's nasty.
I don't understand magicians. Why cut a girl in half when you have the power to make her disappear forever? Am I right, ladies?
That sounds like you took a page from Kehlani's dating book.
Yeah.
And Mr. Matt Kate, thank you so much for coming by the show.
It was delightful. Thank you.
All right, so now we got another 40 seconds to wrap this up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I just say, if you're going to split a girl in half, you should do it lengthwise.
Yeah.
Hey.
There you go.
What is the logic
Bah.
behind that?
Because it's like a wish boner.
Wishboner. You want to wrap us out?
Sure.
All right.
Never been one for holding back. How whack this game of counting stacks. Be put to shame if it came to raps. Better hold on tight when I'm writing fast, and soon you fools will be biting fast. But copycats just might not last. Inferior, I will never be inferior, for prophecy can have no mirror. You're the silliest man I ever did see, sir. Silly as naming a storm Katrina. Should've named a killer on the way to clean up. Pack your things, even if it caused beat up. And who's gonna call to swoop the peeps up if W's playing golf in the green ups? Thinking of beavers as he tees up. Smoked out holes, I think he means reefer. Sleeping at the wheel, we've had about enough. Who allowed presidency without a prenup? Went up and spent $500 million a day, and our children are slain for the pumps that we pay. How I wish our sins would wash away and see a new day, not all dismay. Our hedonist waves bringing tsunami waves. As a global warm, we'll see autumn to May. There's death on the streets in the darkest alleys, like how Big shouldn't have gone back to Cali, and Park shouldn't have brought on his own death. Speaking of visions being laid to rest in Vegas, why did he take his vest? We didn't want to see bi-coastal deaths, and we've all moved on to chapters next. But we lost the best when we failed that test.
Nice.
Nice, very nice.
G Money. You got mad talent, you. What's going on with your career?
A lot.
Oh, good.
I'm doing a lot
That's
right
great.
now. Yeah, I'm involved with basically everything and
Oh,
everybody
fantastic.
everywhere. I don't sleep. I'm just starting to hire people on to get some structure to my company, and it's really good. You know what I'm saying? And ultimately, like, I feel the path is, with the message that I have in my music, this is not what the industry wants. This is not what the world is trying to put out there. You know what I mean? So I'm on the path right now. Yeah, but it's so
good. It's a great beat.
Thank you.
Yeah, and lyrically, it's a great beat.
Thank you. So I'm on the path to put it all out independently, and then when that happens, I'm going to have my own, media presence because of everything else that I've been doing to be able to help, be that vehicle to put it all out there.
Ah, okay.
You know what I mean? So I'm just a truth seeker, you know what I mean? And I seek and examine truth in the world and history and things that happen in everyday occurrences. So I just have the gift to regurgitate it in a way that people can understand.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Susie McCoppin, Undercover, available on PlayboyRadio.com. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Thank you, Susie.
Exclusive content.